Okay, if you're like me, you have a worn out windshield, not necessarily cracks, which I do have a couple of chips in there and some cracks, minor cracks, but they're over time, since this is a 98, over time, small pebbles, not pebbles, but dings and just small chips over time has created sort of a haze on the windshield that some say can be buffed out to a certain degree, but all of it can't really be buffed out unless you take a significant amount of the surface off of the windshield. So your next option is to replace it. And I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll just spend the $300 and have Safe Light or someone just slap in a new windshield. But that's when I did some research and realized it's not that easy. Okay, Asahi is the OEM glass manufacturer for Toyota. As long as it says Toyota etched in the glass, you know that it's a Toyota windshield. Some of the features of the Toyota windshields and the OEM windshields are, in 2003, the night vision was available, and the rain sensor. As of 1998, has a polarized windshield. Okay, this is just a quick demo on the polarized. These glasses are polarized, so when I turn them horizontally, you can see the glare, and then when I bring them straight right side up, you see the glare go away. Just to show you that the windshield's polarized. So the front windshield is polarized and obviously UV protected, and the side windows, the front side windows, passenger and driver, are both UV protected. So if you ever look at your car on a sunny day and a side view of it, you can see that the rear windows and the back windows don't look the same as the front, and the windshield looks different. That's because the windshield's polarized and the front side windows are UV protected. So anyway, that's just some of the things. There are some talks on the forums that the LX version of the glass has acoustical insulation, or it's a thicker type of glass. I don't know if that's true. I haven't been able to prove it. The part number, I think, is the same. So the part number for most of these are the M394. That's what I have etched in mine, and that's what I've seen on a couple of other ones. So that's some of the reasons why you want to stick to OEM. If you go aftermarket, Pilkington is one of the aftermarket manufacturers of the windshield, and the windshield itself, some say, is on par with the OEM, but the installation is usually what ends up causing problems. These windshields need to be installed by a professional that has installed them on these cars before. You don't want to have like Safe Light or just a random glass person install it unless they've done it before on these cars, because there's rivets involved that need to be put in, and two of the issues, one of them major, if they do it wrong, the milder issue is the fact that you'll have wind noise and air leakage noise, just due to the fact that the windshield is not sitting properly, which is annoying because you're in a luxury car, so you would think you'd want it to be quiet, but if it's installed wrong, it will sound like you're outside. From what I've read on all the forums, the major issue is if they install it wrong and don't use the proper sealant and the proper installation methods, and you have leaks, which has happened to this one guy he posted a whole article on the website to show everything that went wrong with his due to the improper installation. And what happened was water leaked down the side of the windshield and got into the fuse boxes, which is along the inside driver's side and passenger side kick panel, and on the back side of those fuse boxes, and started corroding all the components. Then he was having all kinds of electrical problems. So that's a major issue associated with the improper windshield installation. So I think if you're on the market for a windshield, if you can get by with not replacing the windshield and just using the crack filler or trying to repair it by any means necessary, I would do that, because these windshields are between $1,000 and $1,500, like I've said. I wouldn't go after market with the cheaper $300 ones, because you do run the risk of having an improperly installed windshield, and not only that, you lose the polarized feature. Numerous complaints about the glass being warped and having like a weird waviness to it for aftermarket glass that have been installed. So take that for what it is, do your own research, but stick with OEM and you should be okay, and go to a reputable installer. And the dealership isn't always necessarily the best. If you go to the dealership, they might not have somebody that's actually done an installation of glass properly, so they might do it wrong as well. They might sub it out to somebody that doesn't know what they're doing, and they'll be responsible for it, but why even deal with that? Just make sure the person that's installing it has done it before and is reputable. Anyway, it's enough ranting on the windshield. Hope you guys had a good weekend, and I'll do another video coming up on just what to look for when buying an LX. Alright, thanks.